Hi, Grace Church. This is Pastor Tim with this week's update video. This Friday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. in the gym here on the campus of Grace Church, our Grace Kids Ministry is hosting an evening for families that's being called Night of Wonder. This event is aimed at encouraging families to discover God afresh with awe and wonder. The kids and families will travel through 7 stations that in one way or another tell us something of God's wonder. Each station is going to include an activity that helps to emphasize the main idea of the night. There's going to be a time in the auditorium where families will see a video. We just think it's going to be a meaningful night, great opportunity for families, parents and children to come together. We're grateful to our Grace Kids Ministry for hosting this evening and to our Grace Kids Ministry Director, Christy Smith, for all of her leadership. Hope many of you can be with us on Friday evening. We also want to be thinking a little bit this week in the update video about our life group ministry. So thankful for that strategic, critically important ministry in the life of the church. In fact, one of our core values here at Grace is that we believe in the value of small groups and the accountability that they bring. This week, one of our pastors, John Potes, is away with our life group's deacon, Brian Ginden, at a small groups conference. And be praying for them that God would be just enlarging their own vision for our life groups, that he'd be refreshing them, that he would bless their fellowship together. And that this conference that they're attending will have real impact and value in our life together in small group community in the days, months, and years ahead. Be praying for our life groups and thanking God for that ministry that's a part of our life together here at Grace Church. Also want to just remind you that we have a marriage retreat coming up. It's going to be March 18th and 19th at the Terrace here in Gladstone. The retreat will include a buffet dinner on Friday evening for the couples who attend at Freshwater. And then there's also going to be rooms for each couple that are newly renovated and on the side of Little Bay Denac. There's going to be teaching through the weekend. Pastor John and I are going to share in some of the teaching sessions. The weekend is going to culminate with the time of communion for husbands and wives together. We just think that the weekend will be worthwhile. Cost for the weekend is $169. We want you to know if that cost is prohibitive for you, there are at least 2 full scholarships available to couples who would be able and willing to come to invest in your marriage this way through this weekend. The deadline for signing up is this Sunday, February the 27th, because we need to give to the Terrace a count of those that are coming. We currently have 20 rooms that have been set aside and that are reserved for the retreat, and we still have some rooms that are available. So again, if you're interested in that retreat, please contact the church office by this Sunday. And then this Sunday, coming up, February the 27th, in our worship gathering, Pastor Jordan Pardee is going to be preaching. We are in this series, Closing Crescendo in the Upper Room. It's a series taken from John chapters 13 through 17. And this Sunday, Pastor Jordan is going to be opening for us a portion of Scripture in John 14, verses 1 to 14. The message is titled Exclusive Claims. We think it's going to be a valuable time of teaching for us this Sunday morning. Pastor Dave and the worship team are going to lead us in worship. And this Sunday, we have a couple of unique things. Number one, we want to especially honor Kathy Bursama and Sue Hoffman for their many years of service in the office here at Grace Church. They've both retired, and what we want to do is recognize them. We want to honor the faithful and effective service they offered to the church family. That's going to be a part of this Sunday morning, the Lord willing. And then there's also going to be a time this Sunday morning, this is very exciting, our student ministries are wanting to take the lead in a mission project for the church that's related to Ukraine. Many of us know Ukraine is very much in the news right now. Pastor Jordan has a personal contact with a missionary that's serving in an orphanage in Ukraine. It's one that's 20 miles from the Russian border, the Russian-Ukraine border. And one of the things that we want to do is to encourage that orphanage during a time of real tension by providing some clothing and sending clothing to the children who are in that orphanage. You're going to hear more about it from our student ministry team, our high school student ministry leadership team, as they share a bit this Sunday morning. There's also going to be more in my letter about that this week. Well, that's all for this week's update video. Blessings on you, Grace Church. So thankful for you. Look forward to seeing you soon.